All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. You guys know what time it is. Morning ritual time here at the track, getting ready to get the workout done. Running a little bit late due to the fact that I was up late last night watching the Shakur Stevenson fight, and that's what we're going to talk about a little bit, the Shakur Stevenson fight. I did make a video, post-fight reaction video to the fight last night, and I just want to elaborate a little bit more on Shakur Stevenson and why I was so disappointed in him last night. Now, I noticed last night, I didn't mention this in the video, I saw people actually leaving the fight last night. I heard them booing him last night, and it was because I guess people were getting bored. People were getting bored in the fight. And not to say that he wasn't dominating the fight. I thought by the fourth round, when he actually warmed up and started letting his hands go a little bit more, it was all Shakur Stevenson from then on to me. I thought Artem, I gave Artem the first 3 rounds because he was just the more busier of the two. You know, he was letting his hands go, being more aggressive, you know, being in Shakur Stevenson's face. Here's the thing with Shakur Stevenson. He just has one gear. It seems like to me he wouldn't step up last night. You know, I expected more from him due to the fact that, you know, it seems like his back was up against the wall because of his last performance, and people were, you know, shitting on him about the Edwin De Los Santos fight. Now, I did give him the benefit of the doubt in the fight due to him having injuries in that fight. And I know a lot of people don't like fighters who are slick fighters, who, you know, stick and move and use a lot of defense. Some people, that doesn't resonate with some people. And now, hardcore boxing fans, we get it. You know, boxing is a science. Everybody's not going to fight the same. Some people are going to be, you know, blessed with power. Some people aren't going to be blessed with power. And some people are going to have better chance than others. So you have to use what you have to get the win, to get what you want, basically. So every fighter is not going to be that guy that, you know, engages and stands there in the pocket and trades with you. You know, that's not going to be every fighter. And a lot of times, you know, fans don't want that. They want to see you engage. You know, they want to see an all-out brawl. And sometimes they just don't understand the sport of boxing. But I do get it. You know, you want excitement, you pay your money, you want excitement. But the thing with Shakur Stevenson last night, Shakur Stevenson could have gotten Artem out of there. He could have. If he was listening to his grandfather, you know, he was arguing with him, you know, in the corner there. And you know, you got to get on the same page there. You got to listen to your trainer. You got to execute. But he just had one gear in that fight. And I thought a lot of times, you know, he just seems just lazy in the ring, you know, not using his jab very much, you know, just kind of pawing with it at times, not using it at all sometimes. Now, when he throws combinations, he throws beautiful combinations, but he just doesn't seem to let his hands go enough. And that was the issue I had, because he could have got a very nice highlight reel last night, and everything would have been, you know, it would have put him in a position where, okay, now, you know, this is the real Shakur Stevenson. This is what we wanted to see from Shakur Stevenson. And I thought, you know, it could have elevated him a little bit more last night. And but when your fans are booing you and they're walking out of the fight, it's not a good look. It's not a good look. And I had high hopes for Shakur Stevenson because I think he's a very talented fighter. I just think he's not busy enough. And it seems like the dog isn't there in him. I don't know what it is. It just, you know, last night, it was just irking me last night that, you know, he had this opportunity to get Artem out of there, and he just didn't pull the trigger. He just would not pull the trigger. And it was like right there in his face. It was right there in his face. And I did talk about a little bit in the video about him going in the ring with people like Lomachenko, Tank Davis. You know, with the performance that he had last night, he's not beating those guys. He's not going to beat those guys. He's definitely not going to beat Tank. Tank's going to knock him out, in my opinion. I realized that last night after watching that fight. I'm like, Tank knocks Shakur out. As far as Lomachenko goes, I think Lomachenko would outbox Shakur because Shakur's not active enough. You know, he's not, you know, he doesn't throw enough punches. And you guys know Loma's going to be in your face. He's going to throw a lot of punches. You know, he's going to use a lot of footwork, angles. And, you know, a lot of people don't give Loma credit for, you know, having power. Loma has, I think he has respectable power. And I think he could probably win that fight against Shakur because Shakur doesn't have but one gear. He doesn't have but one gear, and he, you know, the dog just isn't there. So something's not clicking. You know, you're working out with one of the best fighters in the game, Terrence Bud Crawford, but you don't seem to be absorbing, you know, what he offers. I don't know, you know. I don't wish any ill will towards Shakur because I like Shakur Stevenson. I just want him to step it up as a fighter. He needs to step up his game. If he wants to be taken seriously, he's got to step it up. You know, if he wants to be on that elite level, he has to step it up with those elite guys like that. And now maybe it's the stuff with Top Rank. You know, maybe that's weighing on his mind. Probably him becoming a free agent, and we'll see. Maybe once he get away from Top Rank, maybe things will change. I don't know. You know, maybe I'm just making excuses for him. But I was disappointed last night, and I just hope he can get it together. But anyway, that is my rant on Shakur Stevenson. I'm going to go do this workout. But you guys let me know what you think about Shakur Stevenson's performance last night. Do you think he can turn it around? You know, it's pretty rough getting booed by your own hometown. So let me know how you guys feel about it in the comment section. It's the CMB. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. And I'm out. Peace.